Aqua gang, what up, man? I hope you guys are doing pretty well. Right now, the moon is at 30% illumination in the sign of Taurus, headed towards that new moon in Cancer on the 5th. So, let's see what you can expect in this new lunar cycle coming up. See what we're closing out, what we're opening the doors to, those kinds of things. Alright, we've got Syrians B, responsibilities, lessons, and growing up. So this has a lot to do with, the challenges that come with growing up. Which, I mean, you could be facing this at any point in your life. Not necessarily just as you're becoming an adult. I feel that even as an adult, there are several times where I've had to continue my journey of maturing, right? I had to add on new responsibilities. I had to learn new ways of handling certain things, new ways to respond to certain things. It's a continuous process. So no matter how old you are, I feel that there's a lot that you are growing from, right? A big part of you that is in a state of growth. So yeah, these cards want to fly away. All right. This deck is still very stiff. It's hard to shuffle it correctly. So, let's see. So we have the Nine of Pentacles showing up, right? This is very self-sufficient energy. This is having to do certain things on your own. This is the energy of being self-made. You could be an entrepreneur, or you could simply be in the state of not wanting to rely or depend on anybody else for what you need for survival or what you want in life, which is fair. I feel like most Aquarians feel like that, very independent natured. We don't want anyone to be the boss of us, right? And the best way to do that is to be our own, like the boss of ourselves. So we're in charge of what we get. We're in charge of how we get it, kind of thing. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse showing up, the Queen of Fire in reverse. To me, this could tell me that somebody in your energy field is like, probably like a drama queen, because the Queen of Wands in the upright is very mature, very honest, very inspirational, very, like the epitome of like what a divine feminine really represents, And so like the Queen of Wands in reverse, it's the opposite of that, right? This is somebody who's coming from like their ego, somebody who perhaps isn't on a spiritual journey or doesn't want expansion and growth in that way. But this person is very strongly in your energy. So I want to clarify who they are and what their purpose is in your life. And this could be a boss, a family member, a lover, friend, You know, this is somebody who's definitely bringing some unnecessary shit to your table. Yeah, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who, like, is definitely showing up from an energy of codependency. Almost like they will do what it takes to keep you in their, like, under their thumb, you know, like, in their grasp. No, they would kind of want you living in their shadow here. Because they're coming from an energy of lack, and they may desire what you have to offer, right? Or what you are growing for yourself. They may want that. With the Three of Swords, I see that this kind of breaks your heart when you come to terms with this, when you realize that you're feeling used or you're being manipulated, or this person is just not showing up authentically with you. And I feel that intuitively you, like, know, right? You know what you gotta do. Especially, like, with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, this is somebody who wants to take from you, not somebody who wants to give to you, right? Not somebody who wants to bring balance and harmony into your life. It's like, and that hurts, right? Especially, like, even if this is like a boss, a coworker, a friend, family, lover, whatever the case, this individual, like, it hurts. And because you're showing up in this energy of, like, wanting to help, wanting to be there, wanting to support, but you can't really help everyone, right? And it gets to the point where you're, you know, you're no longer helping them, but you're, like, enabling them in their path and their ways, and they're not being forced to grow up, right? And learn their lesson. And so I feel that you could be demonstrating some tough love for somebody here. With the King of Pentacles, I'm seeing, like, that you're just kind of in this energy, this divine masculine energy, where, you know, because you showed up with the Nine of Pentacles, very, like, first off, that's where you showed up, Nine of Pentacles. And then you're showing up in the King of Pentacles, which is very similar energy to me. That's how I determined the differences in who I'm talking about. Because the energies are different, right? From the Queen of Wands in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's very similar energy. Very lack mindset, like, you know, very selfish energy, very self-centered energy, somebody who will lie, cheat, and steal to get what they want in life, and they don't give a fuck who they have to stomp on to get there. They don't care that it hurts you, right? And I see that this is really pushing you to, you may even self-isolate. You know, you may, like, get into a mode where you're just, like, you're understanding why they always say it's lonely at the top. Because it's like the more you start creating for yourself, the more stability and even luxury you bring into your own life can ultimately, you know, isolate you, because you don't know who you can trust. You don't know who has the best intentions for you. That's why there's always, like, you know, in Hollywood, they always show, like, movies and stuff of very wealthy people who hide their identity, or they play poor so that somebody could actually appreciate them for their authentic self rather than what they have in their wallet, you know. And the harsh reality about that is, like, it's hard to tell, right? It's hard to tell who's there for the right reasons and who's not. And it requires a lot of discernment and understanding. So, let's see. What is your advice at this time? deck is so stiff. I need to use it more so it can start getting flexible. Alright. So yeah, what is your advice at this time in regards to all of this? I mean, I have a good idea that it is to drop these fools. You know? And it's like, the way I see it, it's even in your friendships, not just your relationships, like your romantic relationships, even in your platonic relationships, there's this energy of needing to be equally yoked, right? And I know this sounds either biblical or fucked up to say, but I'm going to say it anyway, and you're going to get it, right? You're going to understand what I'm saying. That you gotta hang around the kinds of people that have the energy you want in your life, right? If you want to be successful, it's better to hang out with other successful people, you know, because you're not going to get used by these people. These are people who are also in the energy of being self-made, of being self-sufficient, taking care of themselves, right? And it's like they always say, you're the sum of your top 5 people that you hang out with the most, right? You are the sum of them. You are, you know, the glue that holds that group together in a sense. Like, so look at your top 5 friends and see yourself, right? From an objective perspective, right? Like, you're just looking and seeing yourself. Is this what you like to see, right? Is this how you define yourself? Are these the kind of people you would like to be defined by, you know? And so, even with as much love as you can have for some people, they just may not have the best intentions for you, and it could only lead to heartache in the end, right? Disappointment, loss, you know? Especially if somebody steals from you, because I kind of have that feeling here that, like, you know, and it's not just like stealing money or whatever. They could be stealing your time, stealing your energy, stealing your productivity. So take that as it resonates, you know. We have this star in reverse. I don't like seeing the star in reverse in your own reading. Alright, that's Aquarius energy. But it speaks to imbalance, right? It also speaks to no light down that path. So let's clarify. What does it mean by the star in reverse? This person could be trying to stop you from getting into your spotlight, right? Because the 6 of Wands showed up, which is being in the spotlight, right? And it is like the minor arcana star card. Somebody could be trying to hold you back because they don't want to see you being more successful than them, right? Oftentimes, people love to help other people until they notice that that person is starting to surpass them, right? Or do better than them. And then they're like, wait, holy fuck, nope, not helping this person anymore, da 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 da. You know, so there's that. Somebody could be trying to hold you back in that way. I also, like, read once this thing that said that, like, people with problems are problems, right? And I don't mean people who just spontaneously have a problem here and there. It's just a collective of problems. This person, every time you talk to them, it's something. Something's wrong. Something's up. But it's almost like they want to steal the show from you, right? They don't want you to be doing better than them. They're actually pretty determined to make sure that that doesn't happen, right? I feel like it's gonna, like, it's gonna come back on them, right? The more they try to hold you back, the more held back they themselves are, right? And they're gonna have to sit from the sidelines and watch you succeed anyway, right? They're gonna have to sit down here and watch you just strutting along, doing really well, right? See, the cat's got the mouse, and all these other cats are like, whoa, da, da, da. You know, they want what that cat has, but they're not getting it, right? If they try to steal opportunity, or they try to steal things from you in that way, energy, time, actual things, you know, whatever it is that they try to hinder you, or where they try to hinder you in life, that is exactly where they're going to be hindered. All right? But multiplied, right? Because all of us understand the threefold law, right? Like, all that you put on somebody else comes back to you threefold. So this is somebody who clearly doesn't understand that. The Lovers, Gemini energy. This could represent a big decision to make. This could also represent you coming into union here. This is like a new opportunity, a new way of doing things, right? This is very optimistic energy. And this is showing up after disappointments, setbacks, heartbreak, you know, feelings of lack. It's like something's gonna, like, you're being redeemed for what has been lost or what has been taken from you, right? It's like all that you are owed is coming back threefold. Ten of Swords, this is going to be like the ending of a cycle here, and somebody may feel defeated or upset that you are becoming this successful, that things are working out in your favor here. Somebody's gonna feel like they're gonna be playing the victim about it, like, oh, how dare Aquarius actually be successful and do something for themselves, then they should have been doing everything for me instead. Sorry, but no. Like, that ain't how that works, right? This person seems very narcissistic. This person who is trying to play the victim over your success, over you, like, not being held back or broken completely by this, by what they've done, right? Or by the intentions that they've put on your life. They're pretty shattered about that. Yeah, Three of Cups, you're going to have a cause for celebration. You're going to be connecting with the right kinds of people. With the Devil in reverse, Capricorn energy, this tells me that toxic people, behaviors, mindsets, those kinds of things are not going to be welcome in your life anymore. They're going to be shut out. And you're the one doing the shutting out, right? You're the one that's not open to this. You're the one that's like, fine, go play the victim. I don't fucking care. Go cry about it. I'm going to celebrate my wins, and I've earned this my damn self, right? Like, so they can sit there and try to play the victim all they want. That's all they get, right? They just get to be a victim their whole life because that's all they want, right? That's all that they really ever strive for, was to be the victim. To, like, feel personally victimized by your success. Well, you know what? Fuck them, right? And fuck their couch. Sorry, that was that was a joke, but I was thinking of that Dave Chappelle comedy sketch where he's pretending to be Rick James and he's like, "Fuck your couch." You know? Yeah, honestly, fuck them. At the Knight of Wands, I see good news, opportunities coming in for you. This could also be attracting, like, player types, right? So be cautious of that, or conscientious of that. These are very, like, suave, like, you know, very fiery, passionate individuals. With the Five of Wands, there could be some kind of competition or conflict surrounding you, particularly. Right? And if you see, there could be, like, some kind of gang stalking as well, because I'm seeing you in the Six of Wands, right? That black cat up there. But then in the Five of Wands, I'm seeing them, like, take that cat and, like, you know, they're beating it like a piñata. And so there is this feeling of people being competitive or trying to take you down. There's a feeling of people just feeling conflicted or wanting to start some kind of conflict with you. And this always happens, right? As somebody starts succeeding, as they start doing really well for themselves, the ones that like to play victim are going to sit there and they're like, no, now I got to come after this person, because how fucking dare they actually make a good life for themselves. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, I see that you're not really super concerned about that, right? You're not allowing anxiety to take hold. You're not losing sleep over these people. You may not even, they may be so far off the back of whatever, you're not even paying attention to their existence, right? It just looks like it's all in vain, their efforts. And, you know, they want to take you down because they are down. But they're only doing that to themselves. And that's why I see you not sweating it. I see you not being anxious about it. I see you shutting out any kind of, like, negative habits, behaviors, or people. And the combination of the three, you know, it's like... very interesting. Yeah, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, you don't have this lack mindset that everyone else seems to be in. Like, you understand that abundance is limitless, that there's more than enough success and abundance to go around, right? You're not thinking like, well, if somebody else succeeds, then there's no possible way I'm succeeding, or it's gonna overshadow my success, and, you know, that kind of energy. So I definitely see that you're very mature, right? You're handling it very mature. You're just not in the same frequency as these people, right? These people, they feel that everything's so limited that, like, if you succeed, then how are they going to succeed? And now they're a victim because you actually did something. With the Tower in reverse, I see that you're rebuilding your life. You're building a strong foundation for yourself, and you're letting the things fall away that need to fall away so that you can have what it is that you work so hard for, that you deserve. All right, with the Ace of Cups, I see a lot of self-love. I see a lot of taking care of yourself, filling your own cup, you know. And this is the beginning of a love cycle too, so with the lovers, it could represent a new love cycle. With the Ace of Cups, it always starts with yourself though. You know, it's always a matter of like your external circumstances are always a reflection of your internal circumstances. So when you have a loving, trusting, and reliable relationship with yourself, then you're going to find that on the external world, you're going to have loving, trusting, reliable relationships in the external. Everything is a reflection of that. And that's why these people are so far out of your radar, because they're not even, like, your internal circumstances are not reflecting their bullshit, you know? They're not part of your internal circumstances, so they're not part of your external circumstances either. And these are just people, haters, right? Haters gonna hate, and they're gonna make you famous. Okay, that's how that works. So let's see what the Kali Oracle has to say. Guna Tantrika. It takes strength of spirit not to override inner knowing with social pressures or an inhuman expectation for constant performance. Trust in the shifting cycles to give yourself what you need for well-being. No being benefits when you are at odds with yourself. You have the inner power and capacity to be at peace within your being now. Blue Tara. Chaos will give way to the higher order of love. Let there be peace in your heart as Blue Tara looks to her right, gazing toward the future. She sees a vision of your peaceful, protected, and authentically expressive future. You have every right to feel hopeful, happy, and secure in the destiny now unfolding for you. And this is what I have for you. Namaste. I love you all, and I will see you later.